Well, good morning folks, and welcome back to the channel. I'm just having a quick finish off of this brew and then we're going to go down to the allotment. It's an absolutely miserable day, so I don't know how much I'm going to get done. Yesterday I had a job that just went absolutely tits up front word go. So my van is absolutely full of tools and various things, because by the time I'd finished it, I come back, I couldn't even bother to sort the van out. So I've got to go out there and do that. I did manage to pick up some timbers on the way back to at least make a start on the log store. So yeah, and then I've got a busy day again today because I've got to nip down to my mum's because it's her birthday. I think she's 81 today. So if you're watching, Mum, happy birthday. Hope you have a lovely day and I'll be down shortly. Yeah, so I've got to go there, and then when I get back from there, we are going to get our Christmas tree from Methley Estate. We go every year and they do a lovely selection of real Christmas trees. There's an area where you can go and chop your own down. We don't do that, we just nip into the sort of like barn where they've got them on display and get those, and then we go out for a spot of lunch on the way back. It's become a bit of a tradition, so I've got that to do. But this morning I'm hoping to at least make a start on those log stores. So without further ado, I'll go get my hat and scarf and we'll shoot off down to the plot. As I said, it's a miserable day down here and it doesn't look set to get much better. I'm going to do my best today, people, but if it becomes too wet, then you just got to call it. Right, let's get down there and let's get cracking. I managed to get to the, as I say, to the timber merchants and picked up some of these 3x3 posts. I thought 3x3 should be suffice. I don't want to go too heavy, you know, it's just a log store at the end of the day. I'm just hoping they're tall enough. The idea really is not to put too much concrete down. It's about fixing these to the existing posts, and then what I'm hoping is as they all tie in together and the pallets go on and the tie in on the angles, it all tightens up. So that's the plan anyway. Got that off the job. It's sacrilege to leave something like that. That'll come in, I'm sure, somewhere. I'm just going to get one more post because I'm going to leave the post on the van just in case. Put them down here. It's good timber, is this. People will have it away. And that happens quite a lot down here. So yeah, I'm going to take it off the job. So it's always hard getting the first post set in. And once you've got that in, things pretty much fly away. But remembering this is a log store, I'm not going mad. It's just got to be secure and it's got to just keep my wood dry. So let's get one of these in here. Oh, that baby's not moving anywhere. And I'm happy with that. And I'm happy with that. I'd be a lot happier if it got drier. But do you know what? It is starting to flare up, so fingers well and truly crossed. Well, I'm really struggling to get any filming done. It's so wet. I thought it were going to brighten up, but it's clouded over again. But I've got this second post in. Just make sure we're level. Oops. Just need to be within the lines. Right, that's that one. So I've been cracking on through this weather and made my first mistake. I think when weather's not right and that, you're trying to, I think you rush, don't you, because you don't really want to be getting absolutely soaked through. But I'd be sat home now, you know, sat home looking at weather saying, oh bloody hell, I can't do no. So I'd rather come down, get wet and do a little bit, and then at least when I do get home, get showered off, get sat down, feel as though I've achieved. But I've made my first mistake, got a little bit overexcited with myself and fastened that corner on there, forgetting that the pallet has to drop over the top of that and come down. So this pallet now is going to stop that happening. So what I thought was, no worries, don't worry about that. Put this pallet up here, inside it, put it on the inside, screw it through and just move this post a little bit over and drop the post over top of that. Problem solved. Actually, it would have helped because what that would have done is closed this gap up that I'm going to have at the end of the pallet. But I've gone to try take the screw out and it's rounded off. And these are 100mm screws these. So they ain't coming out. So well, it's not a problem really. I can get round it. It just means I've wasted one post. Leave it with me. Let's see what we can do. So where there's a will, there's a way. What I'm thinking now is, all I'll do is get another post, drop that in there, some screws hanging out at the minute, drop that in there, then I can fasten that into that, that into that, that into that, and then I can do my return back here. So actually, bit of a mistake, but it's brought me right to the end of where I need to be. Magic. It's all tightening up lovely now. Let's see if I can get another one of those pallets on top again. Balancing act. Sure. Same size. Too short. It's probably slightly higher than pergola. Yeah, it's slightly higher, I can see that from here. But it don't matter. I'll just start bringing the roofing on an incline eventually. Right, I'll get those fastened up. Typical. Bits nowadays for drills are absolutely useless. Either the bit's rubbish or the screw's rubbish. Don't matter what you pay for them. Just as a precaution, I'll put some down front. The corner to fasten in now. Here comes that rain again. Oh no. Go higher with that one. I hope I can get this out. So difficult when you're doing stuff like this on your own. Really does make it a lot harder. But you have to crack on. There we go. Take no notice of the tops, because obviously they're going to get cut back. What I've got to do now is put a couple of supports inside there, another batten running all across back, just to carry the timbers for the roof. Right, I think it's time for a quick brew. Still nobody's shown the faces down here. Even Mick's not come down, but he were working with me at the weekend, so he might be feeling it a bit. Well, I've just finished my brew, and I still haven't seen a soul on site. They're probably all right in their head not to bother coming down in this. It is fairing up a little bit now, but I've come to the end of what I'm doing today. I think I've got far enough. I've got the two back pallets on the log store in and secured. The sides, all I'm going to do is piece them up now, and then start looking at the roof section. Now, these stores don't look as big as the ones down there. I don't know if you can see them from there. You probably can just in shot. These are a lot longer. Well, I say a lot longer. I'd say they're probably about a metre longer on either side. But these are probably, the ones I'm building now, are probably about half a metre taller. So what I'm going to do is just build these two first, move everything in that I need. If I've got any excess there, then I'll look to put a return on one or the other sides to compensate for that. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with what I've done. I'll take you down and I'll show you. As I say, that's typical. It started to flare up a little bit after it's drowned me through. I'll take you down and I'll let you have a look. Right, so I've now got, get around this side, go through there, put a couple of supports across to brace both sides. They're not, the roof isn't going to be a solid section. The roof's going to be made up of individual lats. So what I'm going to do is in between here is put a timber across there, and then what they'll do is they'll brace across and fasten on either side. As I say, the sides I'm going to piece up. What I'll do is I'll get a timber fastened on this side, and I'll get individual lats and just put those over, and the same on the other side. Just break up a pallet really. This one is exactly the same. I'll just get individual lats and just piece it up once I've got the roof section on. As I said, ignore the post tops because they're going to be getting chopped off level with the top edge of the pallet. But I don't think it looks too bad from the outside once it's all painted in. The only issue I have is, like I said to you before, is these plants, trying to keep these plants are not going to get much light once that side goes in, you know, we'll see how we go. I mean, if they don't do well, then all I can do is I can empty them out at a later date. So what I've got to do now is repeat it on this side. I don't know if that's the police helicopter. Come to have a look at what I'm doing. Or an ambulance. I think it's the police actually. They're based over in Wakefield. Yeah, so I've just got to do the same on this side. This one is slightly longer. As you can see from there, it's about 1.25 pallets. So this is going to be longer, and I'm going to try and keep it at the same height as I've done with the other one. Well, that's brought us to the end of another video. I've got a lot to do today, as I said, so I'm going to call it a day. I'd like to thank all the new subscribers, and I say that because again I've had quite a few, and I really do appreciate that, and thank everybody that watches these videos. I've noticed that there's been an upward trend in the amount of views that I'm getting, and it really is truly appreciated, and it does inspire me to keep doing these videos. I'm going to plough on through the week and get as far as I can with this, and eventually we're going to get to the epic task of moving all the logs across, and I'm going to see if I can commandeer as many helpers as I possibly can, get as many barrows moving up and down the plot as physically as possible. But if you've liked the video, please hit the subscribe button if you've not already, and hit the notification bell, and that will inform you of any updates that I do put up. And other than that, I'm going to have to go home, get changed, nip down to the birthday girls and take her flowers and her card, and then it's off for our Christmas tree. It's not going up yet, go up next weekend, it's too early for me. Off for our Christmas tree, and then for a spot of lunch. So until the next time, thank you all very, very much for watching. Thank you for staying with the channel, and hopefully I'll see you midweek. So until then, take care, stay dry, and happy growing.